Good morning, traders. Welcome at XM Live here in the advanced room. And my name is Frank, and I have the pleasure to talk with you today about let's take it as a mix of sentiment, seasonal trading, seasonal sentiment, however we want to call it. We are talking mainly about seasonal trading, seasonal trades, looking if trades are or markets that we want to trade are fitting in the seasonality of the underlying asset. Um, yeah, this is what we are doing in this hour, and I would like to just give you a little bit of a heads up as well about the trades we were doing with the sentiment, for example. And we are really on a lucky run at the moment. Our British pound US dollar was gone out in profits quite. The other trades we have in the dollar CAD, German DAX, Bitcoin. Then we have still here the gold trade inside. We have still the euro inside, which we were thinking about if it was an extended trade already to go in. You might remember the situation. Um, and you see that if you are following like a trading principles, you have really a very, very good chance to bring trades into profitability. And the good thing is, if trades are in profitability, there's no reason to take them off. Actually, the only thing that we take off is the losers that we take off relatively fast according to our definition, and then you are able to get an account really steadily growing. Here we are talking now about 60% movement of this account to the upside. It's an exercise account, but guys, like, this is how you start. Usually take a small micro account, take an exercise account, and bring up your skills, and then you switch to a real account and do there actually the same. Will be a different feeling, definitely, because then it's really about money. Here it's about ego, more or less. But in the real account, it's then about your money. Of course, it will feel totally different, but at least you prove yourself already when you get started. Hey, it might work. So that you have a little bit of more confidence already that it might be really like going like that. So, but of course, we can be happy about the trades we have in, but before the trade or within the trade is already before the next trade. And here we want to look a little bit around what we could do, for example. And for doing that, we can now go into different kind of markets that you are interested in. And for that, I would need your help a little bit. If you want to see a market analyzed, if you want to see a market traded, we will be going to do that. And we are always considering today as one element the seasonality with it. I have an analysis tool for seasonality, so we can always check immediately what kind of seasonality is underlying. And this is then supporting our trading idea. For example, what we have been seeing lately, let me just give you a brief example of, for the natural gas market that we had been trading lately. Yeah. Wait a second. Yep. Okay. Everything good. So we continue. Just some technical things um, to discover. And of course, here's going greetings as well out to our friends on YouTube. Good morning, guys. Welcome here. And feel free to post as well your comments into the chat on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I get this information as well to read, and you will be getting as well an answer on that. So getting back on the charts. So what I wanted to show you guys is I wanted to bring up a seasonal chart to give you just an example to show you what we are talking about. So I'm opening here I'm bringing it immediately on the screen that you can see it as well. So just one tiny little second and we're having it. We can already here open the natural gas immediately, the trade, so that we can follow. We did the cash, and I explain you as well what's the problem with the cash market. um, because there we have to consider. So you see here the long trades that we had. So you see as well that we went out of these long trades exactly right on time, but we had a reason why we took the long trades. We went in a little bit late, unfortunately, but it's not a big topic. Anyway, we could have made an absolute like a nice money on that one. And now we are coming again with natural gas, for example, in a situation that there might be coming a turnaround very soon. Why do I think like that? And here we are coming now to the seasonality. So I'm opening on this on the left half of the screen. I'm opening you the seasonal chart. So what is the seasonal chart showing us here? Seasonal chart is showing it's here the gray line, the light gray line in the background of the chart, which is going here to the future. And what you see here right now, when you are looking where we are, right? So here you see that the seasonality is positive, and you see the seasonality worked out for this market really, really good so far. And we were taking here two trades already. When you look now to the trading chart, so we're getting one and a second trade in, and we got both trades here in profits out of the market because we saw here, oh wow, it goes now in retracement, and we were doing right to just say goodbye to this market for this very moment. So now it comes to situation that we get a buy point here. What is a buy point in seasonality? Means like that when you're seeing that at a certain point of time, market starts to reverse, then you can call it that it's either a buy or a sell point in the market. And when we are looking now where we are right now, we have a buy point. Do we buy now immediately? No, we don't. We shouldn't do that probably. It could be lucky. It could be lucky, and market is really turning around. But it could be as well that seasonality is not working out very, very nicely. And you see, for example, as well, when you're studying these charts, that sometimes seasonality just simply doesn't, or the market doesn't follow the seasonal behavior of the previous years, because there is another situation on the natural gas market. There started again somewhere a war, there started a shortage, there was a cut of a pipeline. You saw all these things happening in the last years, right? Or whatever changes for another markets, it could be a delivery condition, it could be a scandal in a company, whatever. It can change suddenly, and the seasonality doesn't play a role because of the reasons mentioned. So you should never just alone go in a trade just because you think that the seasonality is positive. This time it would have been working out relatively nice, but I show you as well that it didn't really like be on time this time. No, it had a 3-4 weeks delay. And what happens if you have a 3-4 weeks delay? Woof, this you can see here on the chart. Yeah, you try to long it, you try to long it, you try to long it. 3 trades lost because of that. And that's important to show you as well these trades, because this is something what in the moment when you see the seasonality starting to turn around and you want to participate earlier. So what you could have done is to think about how you can better time your entries. So now it's coming one component to another. Okay, so meaning you have seasonality positive, right? The second thing that you need to have then as well is, okay, when I'm already seeing the seasonality positive, I need to as well check back with the market and ask the market, do you want as well to go positive now? So you turn in your charts and say, hey, natural gas, how does it look like? Do you want to go positive? Of course, the chart will not answer you, but yes, it does, because it does answer you with price action. And when we're zooming now in here in this natural gas market and we are analyzing the trades that you are seeing here, I make it bigger so that we really can see it nicely. And I ask you now, if you are a beginner trader, you can see it as well as if you are a advanced trader. Did I see some price action on this trade, or what did I see? I tell you, I saw only the seasonality. So it was a mistake in this very moment because I only regarded one component. So what I have to do is, well, I receive a stop loss. And how stupid was that? I just let myself stop out. Why don't I stop myself immediately after this blue candle turns around again and put my stop at least here and save some money? Well, this is something that I have to answer, and I say, okay, I didn't pay attention, probably, whatever. It could be a reason. So then the first signals that we are seeing in this chart from a price action perspective would have been here, potentially could have been here, and certainly was here in this moment. Here, maybe still, maybe already here, but I would say rather this candle. This could have been like absolutely valid entries in such a trade when you have seasonality. Why? Because the market is suddenly closing higher than its average high price in the last couple of periods. And it did something like a bottom formation, or it did not a bottom formation, it did something like a turnaround situation. Let me bring it up to you here in the screen and monitor as well here my chat. Okay. So look, what we're seeing here we see also turnaround, but look at this candle. No, it's not bullish. Here, yes, it's bullish. Here it would be a cross. Then we get again here, it's kind of, yes, I would say yes, it is. You could try it, maybe with a buy stop, maybe with a buy stop. Maybe even here you could go it with a buy stop, but you see you get only executed here. This will be a little loss. So we had already one trade failing, second trade failing, okay? And then you got here in, and of course maybe you would also get here one loss. And then you get in here, and here definitely you would be breaking even already with this trade. But you are combining now, you're combining now a trade with a price action with the seasonality. Okay, this is the big portion that we are looking at. We are combining price action with seasonality. Another trade, better exit here because we immediately said okay goodbye, but still kept this one. This was in profit in this time, so we wanted to add. But why to keep there the other trade still? Well, this is also not absolutely correct. But then as well, you see here no other long signal. And if you keep the position just as it is with the stop loss, you can break it even, you get out break even, and then you get another trade here. So you see in this seasonality, you need 2, 3, 4 trials to get on your trade because we never really know if the seasonality is respected by the market, or if the market respects the seasonality or not. And that's the big thing. And in this moment, what we have to do is to keep our losses small, right? And then when you, for example, think about how you could trade now here to the upside after 4 trials, one loss, one break even, or some break evens, let me say that way. And then you still get here another options and say, hey, when I'm getting now here an uptrend situation, so maybe here I have already long situation, here I have a long situation, now if it came back, another long situation coming back, another long situation, it's coming back, another long situation, it's coming back. So and you can here always look when market is retracing, coming and breaking the highs again, you could literally add into the position. Or if you're a little bit, let me say, more braver, or having more interest in getting deep prices, you could even buy in the pullbacks. But the first position should always go with the turnaround of the momentum, right? And then it's up on decision if you want to go with the pullbacks or if you want to go with the momentum increase again, with the momentum acceleration, breakouts, and whatever. And you see here we traded the breakouts. That was really good trades. And then you see, whoops, here suddenly a huge, huge, huge red candle. It's eating up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, this one candle. And you can say, well, better to run away now, secure the profits, and go off the market. This is how you can combine seasonality with price action, and you should do so. You should never trade seasonality alone. Yeah, it's not an advice. It's just what I do. Yeah, it's just a well meant.